Hello, friends. Today I want to share some news that came out a few days ago. Specifically, there have been some major changes in the area of obtaining work permits for foreign citizens. Watch until the end. It will be interesting and catch one insight. So, friends, the first and most important innovation concerns foreigners. Foreigners investing $100,000 in a business to open new companies can obtain a work permit for themselves, as well as a family residence permit for their spouse and adult children, without hiring 5 Turkish citizens in their company. I remind you, friends, that previously, in order to open a company and obtain a work visa, it was necessary to hire 5 Turkish citizens. Undoubtedly, this is a significant financial burden on the business. And if you have a small business like a little coffee shop, pancakes, or something else, then this is really an overwhelming amount of money. So, friends, it has happened. This is actually great news. Why? Because it will give a huge boost to the development of our beautiful city. What does this mean? You must open a company where the authorized capital will be approximately $100,000. Moreover, friends, you can already start spending this money on the business. When I opened my company, I had a registered capital of around 400,000 Turkish lira, and I actually took the money right away. You can also invest money here, but the authorized capital is $100,000, and you can withdraw the money immediately. However, I do not recommend doing this, my friends. This is Turkey, so wait until you receive your work permit. Only after this can you withdraw them, spend them, or immediately start using them for your business needs. This is the first point. The second important point, friends, we all know very well that in order to obtain a residence permit in Turkey, you now need to purchase real estate with a cadastral value of $200,000. So, friends, you have opened a company. You have invested $100,000 in capital. You are receiving a work permit. But friends, you can definitely spend this money on buying your apartment. You don't need to spend $200,000. You can buy an apartment not necessarily in Alanya, but for example, you can buy a 3+1 in Gazi Pasha for $100,000 and simply register it under a company. After that, obtain a work permit for yourself, and then obtain a family residence permit for your spouse and minor children. And after 5 years on a work visa, you can apply for a Turkish passport. This is great news, friends. Yes, there will certainly be some minor expenses. Opening a company will cost around $3,000 turnkey, monthly expenses. It all depends actually on the accountant, but it's plus or minus $200 a month. But nevertheless, friends, $100,000 and $200,000 is a huge difference. The next point. Next, foreigners who have lived here for 5 years. We took a 5-year period, and during this time you have legally resided in Turkey, except for student residence permits, for 3 years. You have the right, my friends, to hire 3 employees to work in your company. For this, you do not need to hire 5 Turkish citizens, but in any case, you must meet certain conditions, such as having 1 foreign worker and 1 Turkish citizen. First and foremost, the company should not employ more foreigners than Turkish citizens. This is also great news. The next point. We all know that many foreigners here have obtained Turkish passports through investments, but they have minor children who, unfortunately, do not fall under this program. Friends, the ministry has created special conditions for you to obtain work permits through a simplified scheme. Also, among foreign citizens, the salary of a foreign citizen is officially about 1.5 times higher than that of a Turkish citizen. So, there have been changes in some sectors. Now, the salary of a foreign citizen is equated to the salary of a Turkish citizen, which is about 500 euros per month. There is also news for IT specialists who want to open IT companies here. For the first 2 employees in IT companies, some requirements regarding employment and the financial viability of the entrepreneur do not apply. An accountant will explain these nuances to you, friends, if you decide to open a company. But to sum up, I want to say that this is actually luxurious.